protein-packed carrot cake breakfast bars. These are good for the whole family, especially the lactating mamas, because there is just so much lactation boosting goodness in here. But the whole family's gonna love them, and they're good for the whole family. There's a lot of protein. It'll sustain you throughout the day. It tastes like a little bite of fall in your mouth. You have to try these. All right, y'all. We're gonna start out with 8 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 cup of milk, a cup of applesauce, half a cup of maple syrup. This is maple syrup that my parents tapped and boiled on their property up in northern Minnesota. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I don't have that much. If you have 2 teaspoons, do 2 teaspoons. I'm just using the last few drops of what I got. 2 tablespoons of molasses. You won't taste the molasses, I promise. And it adds so much wonderful, wonderful flavor. All right, we're gonna give all these wet ingredients a stir. Just everything kind of combined. And then we'll start on our dry ingredients. We just want our eggs to get broken up in our applesauce and molasses so that evenly distributed. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of ground flax seeds. I just ground these myself in my coffee grinder. I bought them whole and ground them myself. Somebody told me once that if you buy them pre-ground, they get stale and lose a lot of their nutrition. So ever since then, I have been grinding them myself at home in my coffee grinder. Next, we're gonna do these spices. If you don't have all of these, just use 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice and a teaspoon extra cinnamon. All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. Now we need 2 cups worth of shredded carrots. Carrots are all shredded. 2 cups of rolled oats, organic rolled oats. Oats are one thing you always want to buy organic. There's so many pesticides and mold that come on non-organic, so that's something. Those were kind of shy cups. There we go. Yeah, always buy your oats organic, always. All right, now we're gonna do 1 to 1.5 cups of your favorite dried fruit. This is a medley of golden raisins, dried cherries, and dried cranberries. 1 to 1.5 cups of that. And then 1 cup to 1.5 cups of either chopped pecans or chopped walnuts. I'm gonna use probably a cup of each this time because I'm feeling fancy, but you really only need 1 or the other. Or you can omit the nuts completely if you don't like nuts, or if you have a nut allergy in your house. I'm adding about 4 servings of my favorite vanilla protein powder and 2 tablespoons of brewer's yeast. This is debittered brewer's yeast. And this is a little bit of an extra boost for my lactating mamas. You know, in and of itself, the rest of this is a lactation powerhouse. This is just a little icing on the cake for that. This helps a lot. And you could even go up to like 4 tablespoons of this if you want. It really doesn't change the flavor much. I think I'm gonna do 3 today. I'm gonna give this a really good stir. Don't mind my toddler. Alright, let me double check that I've got all my ingredients. Eggs, milk, applesauce, maple syrup, vanilla, ground flax seeds, molasses, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, cloves, allspice, cardamom, or 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, 2 cups of shredded carrots, 2 cups of rolled oats, 1.5 cups each of crushed nuts and dried fruit of choice, an optional vanilla protein powder, and brewer's yeast. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pan that I'm going to bake them in, line it with some parchment paper, and put it in there. Alright, I'm using an easy foil pan today. It's not very crunchy of me, but I don't have a big enough glass pan to do this all in one batch. My glass casserole dishes are all smaller, so I would have to do it in 2 batches, and I don't feel like doing it in 2 batches, so I'm using a foil pan. Alright, I'm making sure this is nice and even. Now I'm going to cover this with some saran wrap, and we're going to let it sit overnight so that custard can soak into the oats and everything can just kind of get to know each other. And then in the morning, we'll bake it up. I'll see you then. Good morning, y'all. It's the next morning. I have my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to take my plastic wrap off of here. It's all soaked in, and we're going to bake it up now. So I'm putting it in my oven at 350. We're going to bake it for about an hour, maybe a little less. All right, I'll be back. All right, y'all. Our breakfast bars, carrot cake breakfast bars, are out of the oven and completely cool. It smells amazing in here right now. I whipped up a little bit of a yogurt cream cheese frosting kind of thing. It was just yogurt, plain yogurt that I made myself, and some cream cheese and a little powdered sugar. This is gonna be kind of messy, but I'm just gonna give it a little decoration here, make it look pretty. Not enough to really add to the total sugar content, but enough to make it. There we go. And there we have it. Our protein-packed carrot cake breakfast bars.